everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We are here with episode 12 of our Journeyman series here on Football Coach College Dynasty. And this is the video where we find out if we can win the MAC at Kent State. This is our best chance. May not have another one. So here we go. I'm not worried in the slightest. For those who did not watch the previous stream, I highly recommend you go check it out. Some really great games, some buzzer beaters, if you will, couple blowouts in there, and unfortunately one terrible loss to Old Dominion. Whatever. We're currently 7-1. At the moment, we are almost guaranteed to win the division because we have the tiebreaker over Bowling Green, and we still have to play Buffalo. So even if we lose out, we're probably still going to win our division and make the MAC championship game. That's where we're at. So far this season, we've played one ranked team, and it was ranked 22 Duke. We beat them. Duke currently sits 4-4. They've not had a good season. They're not going to be ranked again. Whatever. So that little unfortunate they're not still ranked, but that is what it is. We now face number 21 Toledo, who they're also 8-0. However, they have not beaten any ranked teams. And then after that, we face also 8-0 James Madison. Their only ranked win being against then 17th Appalachian State, who currently sits 6-2 and just lost a classic to Coastal Carolina. All of that in to say, these are going to be our toughest games of the season outside of Duke. Akron, we're undefeated against them. They're having a terrible year. Buffalo is kind of having a decent year by their standards, but we should be able to beat them pretty handedly. So this is where we figure out what this team can do in terms of some damage here. Toledo this season, as I said, they're undefeated, and they do two things really well. Firstly, they're great against the pass, top 20 defense in opposing pass yards per game, pass yards per attempt. And two, they do not have negative plays. Only 11 sacks allowed this season, only 6 turnovers on offense. They play a very clean game on offense, and they don't get killed on defense. Now, they have the 101st ranked schedule because, they're in the MAC. For reference, we are 104. So we're essentially in the similar boat. We'll see. I am on the record as to saying that depending on how these next couple games go with Jacob Hurst, when he gets to 240 passes, I might just bench him. Because there was a stretch there where he just wasn't playing well. He had a good game against Bowling Green, but it has not been a great senior year for Hurst. So to that end, Toledo, we're going to work on passing the ball and stopping their running attack, as is our want. I think my plan for this stream is we're just going to play the rest of the games this season. I assume they will be 6 games, 4 regular season, MAC championship, and potential bowl game. So let's get that started. Toledo is favored here, 4.5 points. They have 9 recruits visiting. Looks like a couple I'm interested in, quote unquote. One of whom I actually am, and that's offensive lineman Peter Frey, who I really, really want. But if Toledo beat us, no shot. They're going to get a plethora of points. So we played Toledo twice so far this year. We've beat them both times. And so hopefully we can keep that streak going. Let us begin. Tails never fails. Except unfortunately for the Times, That it does. Sigh. All right, and longtime viewers will know, as is our wont, Thundersmoke Blitz on the first play. They got 6 yards. Fair enough. One thing I did completely forget to check: can their quarterback run the ball? Oh yeah, okay. So they still have Bo Jones. That's good. He was good for them last year. He can't really run that much. He's had a great year though. 16 touchdowns, only 2 picks. Okay. All right. I think we're gonna go too high safety then more often than not. But this time, since it's 3rd and 6, I'm gonna bring the safety down. There we go. Curl incomplete. And we start with the ball at the 37. Thank you, Isaiah Garone. And Hurst immediately throws an incompletion. Game's gone. We're doomed. Buford gets 0 yards. Will we gain a single yard on this drive? Answer: no, not at all. We punt it right back to them. That's nice. 3rd and 1, send the house. Didn't work. Uh-oh. 3rd and 4. I'm going to blitz a linebacker. There we go. They tried running out on 3rd and 4, no dice. They punt, and we have the ball with not good field position. Leland Singh bails us out. The underplay did not work. Has it ever worked? Somebody check the tapes. Oy, 12-yard rush is not good. They convert to 3rd and 6. Looks like they're going to score here, but the question is, how many points will they get? 3, as they have to settle for a 34-yard field goal. Okay, could be worse. Hurst got sacked. Worst has arrived officially, and he got sacked again, 3rd and 22. Oh, boy. Back-to-back sacks allowed by our defense. Or, excuse me, allowed by our offensive line. Not really where I want to be. They convert the 3rd and 7. Must be nice to be able to convert third downs. And they beat us over the top. I don't know what the second safety there was doing. It is now a 10-point game. Isaiah Garon with a decent kickoff return. Buford goes backward. All right. We converted a 3rd down. Everyone can now exhale. All right, we're driving. I am not going to do a jet sweep. Jet sweeps are for when you're up by double digits and you have nothing to lose. Hurst got sacked again, man. 49-yard field goal is ambitious, but I have faith. There we go. Kearns makes it. Ooh-wee. They ran it. It didn't work. 3rd and 2. I mean, I'm going to blitz. They don't get it. No, they make the field goal. All right, 2 clock's coming off. We're going to try to drive and at least get some manner of points here. There we go. Good conversion. We're moving. The AI has finally understood what I'm doing because it had the tempo set to normal. I feel like I should have taken manual control of that, but it's fine. Hurst got sacked again. I'm not going to run it. There we go. Larry Forbes over the top. Touchdown, Kent State. Looks like they're just running it. Oh, boy. Guys. All right, thank the Lord. That looked like it would have been a catastrophe. All right, well, we're down by 3, but we also start with the ball. I think our defense has been doing fine. Our offense just needs to do something. And Hurst got sacked again. How many sacks is that? 5. Okay. The engage 8 did not work. You will be stunned to know this, everyone. 2-eye safety. There we go. Our defense is doing good. We just can't get anything going. Hurst got sacked again. Am I just going to have to exclusively do... I mean, I can't even do short passes right now because they're nerfed. Which goes to show how much I've been calling them and how much they have not been succeeding. He got sacked again. Woo! 13-yard completion on 3rd and 11. That, if we're able to come back and win this, could be a play of the game there. We convert the 3rd and 6. And transfer tight end Jaden Reynolds, 43 yards to the house. We're up by 4. All right. We're doing work. 3rd and 19, and they convert. I never should have done cover 4 quarters. That was a mistake by me. They convert 3rd and 10, but then Devin Turner with the interception. Bo Jones, his 3rd interception on the year. Craziness. And Hurst immediately gets sacked. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Really? Hold on. We did a stretch play off the tight end on the right. They blitz the free safety on the left. The defensive end drops into coverage, and you're telling me we lost a yard? Huh? That doesn't make sense to me. But we convert the 3rd and 18. No harm done. That genuinely does not make sense to me how that happened. Let's try it again. 12-yard rush. They didn't engage 8. Bad timing there. The run game has arrived, and Leland Singh fumbles, and Seth Anderson returns at 25 yards. That was a chance to go up by double digits, and we completely squandered that. And now it's 1st and goal at the 1, 2nd and goal at the 1, and they're in. Well, that sucked. Oh, boy. 2 straight incompletions is not really where I want to live my life. How about 3 straight? All right, we need to stop. If they score, we're not going to have a lot of time to come back. You need to get a stop here. 3rd and 10, bring the safety in. There we go. Okay, let's find out what we're made of here. Shoe clock is going off. We're at midfield. I did not want to click screen there. I am honestly a bit tempted, but I think right now I'm just going to try running the ball. Run the ball. All right, shoe clock's coming off. We're going to get ambitious here. Going to run the ball once. Didn't work. That didn't work either. Man. All right, we'll tie it up. I mean, it worked how I wanted, but we only got 2 yards on the pass, and then Hurst 2 straight incompletions. The same linebacker deflected the pass back to back. Good on them. All right, we're going to overtime. We will call tails. Obviously, it never fails. Except when it does. Toledo starts on defense, we're on offense. Okay. First, halfback stretch. Didn't work at all. Brilliant call. Okay, Sky Kyle gets 6 yards. My philosophy in overtime in college is go for it on 4th down unless it's an insane 4th down. 4th and 4, I'm going for it. There we go. Leland Singh with the touchdown. Extra point is good. They also get in. That's 1 apiece. 3rd and 1. I mean, I'm going to blitz again. If they pass it, so be it. No, they ran it up the middle and got it. Fair enough. Hurst incomplete. There we go. 1st and goal at the 4. I'm going to run it on 2nd down and pass it on. Never mind. Just going to run it. He went backwards. Guys, he went backwards. Oh, boy. Spin play. Hit him. There we go. And now, I'm going to go for 2. We're in the 2nd overtime. Earn your paycheck, gentlemen. Y stick. Run it. And we get it. Hurst runs it in. We take the lead. We upset Toledo. That'll do. But my God, was our offense terrible this game. Wow. They almost matched a shot for shot on time of possession, which is insane. I mean, what a terrible. I mean, Hurst had a good game, but he also threw it nearly 40 times. Sims did okay. Buford didn't do good, but he got the touchdown. Singh got 100 yards and a touchdown. Reynolds had a really good game. I mean, what a. I mean, they sacked us 8 times. They got 11 tackles for loss for crying out loud. Craziness. But I mean, that's big. We might be ranked now. We might be ranked. Let's see. Let's see it. Drum roll, please. Is the fact that it's taking a while to advance a good sign? We're ranked. Not only are we ranked, the game was deemed a certified classic. We are 25th. All right, that's hilarious. So yeah, Penn State, they were ranked, they lost. Toledo was ranked, they lost. Maryland was ranked, they lost. Utah was also ranked, as does Western Kentucky. All right, a lot of ranked teams lost. And hey, we're 25th. James Madison, by the way, our next opponent moved up 1 to 12. However, though, I saw an injury to my offensive lineman. Skylar Casey is out for 5 weeks. Yeah, that means Caesar Kane's going to get a little bit more playing time. That's fine. I mean, let's be frank. It's not really that fine, but that is what it is. We have one guy committed. Oh, come on, man. So even though we won, they only got 20 points on the visit, and you still go to them? Really? I am upset. I am upset. I feel betrayed. Genuine betrayal. Oh boy. All right, so man, we could catch Bowling Green on Peter Bradley, which would be awesome if we do. We could we get Carroll? Let's do some math. Let's assume we do the same pitches as we did before. I am 800 behind. Then I think I'd have to offer more money. Throw 100. I'll lend another 200,000 and see where that gets us. Yeah, I don't think we're getting Dallas Bauer. But I don't really want to I don't want to pay for a kicker who's going to sit for 2 years. That's just kind of where I'm at with him. I've already offered him what 700,000. Anything more just seems a bit silly. I don't think I'm gonna get Walker Gibbs either. De La Rosa, I mean, I'm gonna keep offering. I'm gonna keep trying to get De La Rosa because if there's one group that I would love to get some high potential guys in, it's the linebacking core because in 2 years I'm going to lose a lot of my top guys. We'll see how that plays out though, as is our want. Actually, really quick. So I'm not looking at running back. That's been decided. So let's assume I get everyone that I'm ahead on right now. D-line, QB, corner, D-line, O-line, D-line, backer, safety, wide receiver. All right, I'm getting a lot of what I want. I'll humor myself and just look for any running backs just to see if any of them have insanely high potential, but I doubt it. You get a point. You get a point. I don't like either of these two. All right, so we're going up against James Madison, who, as you can see, having a pretty good year in the Sun Belt. It looks like, with the exception of the 24 points Southern Miss put on, their defense is phenomenal. Let's see if the. Whoa. All right, so they're fourth in the country in opposing rush yards per game. They're 31st in passing yards. They're 7 total. They have one of the worst strength of schedules in the country, though, it must be said. There is 136 teams in this database. They have a 130th ranked schedule. So it must be said, they have a insanely cupcake easy schedule. I wish they played Old Dominion before so I could see how they stack up against Old Dominion. Offensively, they're second in the country in pass yards per attempt. 52 in rushing yards per attempt. Can their quarterback run, Mr. Marcos Dodd? What an odd. It looks like he was able to run in 2025, but then forgot how to do so the past 2 seasons. Fair enough. We're going to work on passing and stopping their passing game, I think. All right. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how their rush defense stacks up against us. We shall see. They're favored by 5.5 points. We have 7 recruits visiting. The only 2 that I really care about is Peter Bradley and Edward Carroll. Felder and Scott, I've already abandoned completely. But I think if we beat James Madison, we could potentially get both Bradley and Carroll, which would be awesome. This is the first time we're playing each other, obviously. James Madison calls heads, and it is tails. Because tails never fails, I say, despite it being heads the last 2 coin flips today. Send the house, blitz them. It worked. I'm a genius. And they ran it on 3rd and 9. You know what? I'm not going to question it. We have the ball in great field position. No complaints from me. 3rd and 6. Curls. There we go. 11-yard pass to Leland Singh. We're in the red zone. My God, we're at the 5. And we're in. 7-0 already. Is James Madison a paper tagger? I say that as their quarterback just had a 22-yard designed run there. And they're in the end zone. Strike my comment about them being a paper tagger from the records, please. I am not going to do 4 verts on 2nd and 5. You must be out of your mind. I will do boot wheel. It didn't work. I love that. Wait. Yeah, why in the free world would you have Tanner Fleming in on a play action when his catching is a 60? I mean, listen, Sims is a 68. That's not much better, but come on. 3rd and 6. Didn't work. We shall punt. And we got him at the 8. They converted the 3rd and 2. They converted the 3rd and 1. The engage 8 did not work. Wow. Okay, so when I was up 7-0 and ready to dance on James Madison's grave, it was a bit premature, as I now have to punt for the 3rd straight time. Cool. Cool. They missed the field goal. Good job by our defense here. I'm a little worried this is going to have to be another game where Hurst throws it nearly 40 times, and I'm not in love with that just as a concept, just being honest with you. No, the play action didn't work. $47-yarder? Carlos missed. That would have been a nice one to have. All right, good on Alan Austin to get the tackle for a loss here. 3rd and 14. I'm not doing quarters. I'm just doing 2-eye safety. Ooh, they're going to go for it. Respect. And they get it. What a shame. Man, yeah, they just did a sweep. Unfortunate. Man, I'm just gonna keep going zone and make him throw it short. Like that's just where I'm at. All right. Well, we're down by 10 at half. They have one of the best run defenses in the country, and so far, they're doing pretty good. I think this is a winnable game. We need to. This is gonna sound stupid. We just need to put together a good drive because we've had a lot of 3 and outs, and that is not good. Hashtag analysis. There we go. We convert the 3rd and 8. That's a good start. 11-yard rush is nice. We're in JMU territory. Oh, yeah, we're running it. Ah. 4th and goal at the 2. I'm going to go for it. My argument being, if I don't get it, they have to go 98 yards to get in the end zone. We got it in. Uriel with the catch. Extra point is good. All right, we cut the lead to 3. That's big. 3rd and 6. Please. Ugh. They did a play action. How dare they? Man, I'm just going to keep blitzing. Man. We just can't get anything going right now, huh? Oh, 1st and goal at the 2. Yeah. That's back up to 10. Yeah, that I think that, and then I mean, hey, nice sack there. All right, listen, Jacob, please, please. There we go, 22-yard rush from Hurst. That'll do. 1st and goal up to 3. 2nd and goal up to 1. We're in. Lead is back to 3. Man, this is stressful. Never mind, it is suddenly less stressful as they get a 5-yard drive and a 30-yard touchdown pass. All right, I mean, shoot clock is coming off. Our defense has evaporated. Hurst just got sacked. That might do it. Never mind, Leland Singh, 26-yard rush. Buford, 10-yard pass. We have a chance. I'm not doing 4 verts. Game, get that through your head, please. There we go. There we go. We're at the 12. We're still at the 12. I was really hoping the Y stick would work. All right, we cut it to 7. Wow. And they just blitzed. They killed us on the run. 3rd and 4. Do I bet they run it? I bet they do, but just in case, I'm going to keep a safety back. They did run it. They get nowhere. They punch. Okay. Okay. I have no idea why the AI was set there to normal tempo. It's a bit silly. All right. 2 minutes, 15 seconds. We have 1 timeout. We need a touchdown. That is the calculus here. 3rd and 11. And that'll do it. Hurst is picked off by Jesse Artis, who takes it to the house. Well, that's that. That will be our loss, and we are going to be unranked. We were ranked for but a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Now the 4 verts worked because he threw it to the running back. Funny how that works. We were ranked, for a whisper, for a micron of time. Every pass play I got is essentially nerfed, so we're just doing short passes into the end. Though, to be fair, it's looking like it's having decent success. Should I just do that from day 1? Maybe. 3rd and 7. I'm going to use our last timeout. And I fell cross. Yeah. Yeah. James Madison, they had one of the best defenses in the country, and I think this game didn't really bear that out, but our defense was uncharacteristically poor, I thought. I think we played them close, but Hurst, 25 of 44 with a pick. Not great. They stopped Sims dead. Buford had a little bit more success, but Sims was killed. Receiving core didn't do great. Singh had 5 targets that he didn't get. Reynolds had 5 targets he didn't get. Uriel had 3 he didn't get. Just so inaccurate. Our offensive line did good. They only got 2 sacks on us. Kearns missed a field goal, but so did their guy. Yeah, I think that's where their defense. I don't think it's as good as advertised. It just might be a system where Hurst is not a quarterback that should be throwing it 40 times a game, which is really annoying because I brought him in. I specifically targeted him over Sanderson in case he had to throw 44 times. We are now unranked, obviously. We have no shot of being ranked the rest of the way. And our starting safety, Gavin Graham, is injured. That said, he is still better than Brendan Graham below him. So, congrats, buddy. One thing I did want to check with 2 games left to go, transfer risks. Sizemore and Vogel. So Sizemore, I think I'm just gonna promise him more snaps because our second and third corner are both graduating and he'll get those snaps. With Vogel, how many passes has Hurst thrown? 283. Cool. Honestly, Akron's one in it. Yeah, I'm giving Vogel the start. I'm giving Vogel the start. Let's see how he does. Let's see it. Because the issue I have now run into is because I went with Hurst over Sanderson, who Hurst had 1 less year of eligibility, I've created this weird scenario where I might have to take a senior transfer quarterback. Because Vogel, who I don't hate his numbers, 89 arm strength, 75 accuracy. The 71 IQ is bad. But development-wise, until this past development, he hasn't been that good. So I'm a little worried about him next season. But I think to get a good grasp of what he can do, I am going to start him against Akron. We'll see how that goes. But my defense is just, we're getting killed out there, man. All right, 2 players committed, both of them going to us, both just your classic terrible overall, decent potential players. Nothing really to write home about. Because we lost to James Madison, yeah, we only got 180 points on the recruiting visit to Carroll. And similarly with Bradley, we only got 280 points. So I don't think we're getting either of those men. It would have been nice. Bradley is just so good. It sucks he doesn't care about money. Like, if I offer him $1 million and the best pitch I got, Bowling Green could still beat that with like a target player pitch. For the heck of it, I'll throw $1 million his way because odds are I'm not getting Bauer or Carroll, so I'll make that money back. That's literally my philosophy right now. It looks like I'm going to get the 11 players that I'm ahead on currently, but I'm not going to be able to catch the players that I'm behind on, which is a bit of a shame. I think I shot myself a little bit in the foot with how I started my target list in the offseason by targeting more like 4-star players than usual, but I thought we had a chance, and it turns out we didn't really have a chance. All right, well, we were ranked for a minute, and then James Madison beats us. That is what it is. They move up 1 place to 11. Congrats to them. All right, so this year we're facing Akron. They are our rival. being another MAC school from Ohio. As you can tell, they have not been good. Looks like their defense, especially, is horrendous. And yes, that tracks. They're the worst team in the country in opposing rush yards per attempt. They're second worst in opposing rush yards per game, and they're third worst in opposing rushing first downs per game. Can you guess what I'm going to work on today? Their quarterback looks like is Cameron Bowers. He has been terrible. He can't really run. I'm not that afraid. If we lose this game, I fire myself, to be clear. It should also be said that we have gotten the 80 expectation goal of winning 8 games. We are also, must be said, currently 3 for 3 on donor goals, where we got both our diamond goals, we got our bronze goal. If we beat Akron, that's an additional 4.5 million. That'll do. That will do indeed. One thing I did want to check before I start this. What's Landon Gooden in coverage? 65%. What is Haywood? 60. And Sizemore. 72. All right, I'll keep Sizemore there where he is. So we're going to work on running the ball and, I guess, stopping their pass game. Just to try to not get killed over the top with our very injured defense. All right, we're favored to win this by 20 points. That must be nice. Akron have 10 players visiting, including one-star corner. That the only reason I'm in on him is his speed is a 74. Actually, I'm not even in on him. Why? Oh, that's Toledo. Wow. I thought that said Kent State for a second. It threw my whole brain for a loop. So far in the sim, we play each other every year as we're rivals, and we are 3-0 against them. So, and this is the year where our team is the best it's been, and Akron is the worst they've been. So, if we don't win this, I'll be slightly amazed. Tails never fails. It's true. Send the blitz. It didn't work. We're doomed. All right. Okay, Akron came to play today as their offense storms down the field. And they ran it on 3rd and 7. All right. Not a great start to events as Seth Vogel completes his first pass, and then he gets sacked. And then he got sacked again. But then Kellen Chamberlain fumbled, Braden Coley recovered, and all of a sudden we're in Akron's red zone. That's cool. 3 plays, 3 runs, touchdown. That'll do. Oi! Man, our defense is just so bad. All right. They missed the field goal, and Quentin Buford gets a 54-yard rush. That'll do. I mean, I'm just going to keep running the ball, to be honest. Yeah, Isaiah Sims, 14-yard rush. I'm just going to run the ball. And Preston Vaughn with the interception. And Isaiah Sims is in the end zone. We are now up by 14. That'll do. They punt. And Vogel got sacked again. Guys, please. He's gotten sacked more times than he's passed the ball. But we punt. I mean, in all honesty, Akron's defense hasn't been bad. Their offense has just turned the ball over twice. So, this could end up being a close one. They make the field goal. Jet sweep! Didn't work. 3rd and 13, huh? Posts! Hey, it worked. I'm a genius. All right, I'm going to turn shoe clock off. Play action crossers. Success. I lied. Shoe clock's coming back on. Run the ball. There we go. Buford gets in. Extra point is good. We are up by 18 at half, and we start with the ball. This will do. This will do nicely. And now we can just kind of run the ball quite a bit. We're not burning a lot of clock because we're averaging like 8 yards a run right now. And by 8, I mean 10. So, yeah. I think there's no real reason to get cute. We're saying keep running it. Hope for the best. They stopped us there. Extra point is good. They convert the 3rd and 2. They do not convert the 3rd and 5. When do subs come in the fourth quarter? When I'm up by 24. All right, so at the moment, the subs are not coming in. Unless we score on this drive, which, unfortunately for Akron, it's looking like we will be doing so. There we go. Isaiah Garone with the 10-yard pass. The backups are in. So I'm just going to flip Hurst and Vogel really quick so that Vogel stays in. All right, 4th and 1, they're going for it because why wouldn't you? You're down 28. And they don't get it. Bradley Preston with the tackle for loss. Tanner Fleming and Braden Strong are going to get a lot of rushes now, which is good. They need it. I mean, Fleming, he's a senior anyway, but still. That was an inspired choice by me to try the triple option there. No dice. Bradley Forbes dropped it. So we settle for a field goal. Ooh, okay. Akron's going to put points on the board here. They're calling timeouts, which is an interesting choice. I mean, I'm going to say keep running it. Get the averages. You know what? They called a timeout. I'm going to run one more play for science. Then I'm going to call a timeout again, and I'm going to run another play for science. Then I'm going to call a timeout again, and I'm going to kick a field goal. And he missed it. Ha! How do you miss a 23-yard? Whatever. All right, well, we smash Akron. To be fair, their offense did pretty good. It's just they turned the ball over twice. Like they averaged 8 yards a pass, 4 yards a run. They were 50% on 3rd down. They weren't terrible. It was just Akron's defense. It eventually just ran out of steam. Vogel was 14 to 20, 139 yards, 1 touchdown. Nothing insane to write home about. All of our running backs had a day. Multiple touchdowns for the guys. Receivers weren't too great, but we didn't throw the ball much. No sacks by our defense, and they sacked us 4 times. Gentlemen, I have concerns. It must be said. I mean, yeah, that's a game we expected to win in a blowout, and we won it in a blowout. Simple as that. Simple as that. All right, we win. Oh, and now Frederick Carey is injured. Quit injuring my defense. Rude. All right, Marlon Gold is going to get some reps then over Simon Leonard. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Actually, hold on. I'm going to rip the red shirt off of Scott Wilson for a bit, give him a couple games, as opposed to Marlon. I'm honestly a bit tempted. I mean, his block shedding's better. How long is Carry out for? 3 weeks. You know what? Yeah, let's take the red shirt off of Scott Wilson and give him some reps. Let's see what he's got. Nah, his tackling is 6'4". Never mind. I saw his tackling. Somewhat important as a defensive lineman. All right, 3 players recruited. Bauer, we know we're not getting. Congrats, Virginia. Walker Gibbs, we know we're not getting. Congrats, Central Michigan. Edward Carroll goes to James Madison. All right, 0 for 3. That is what it is. That's annoying. I think Carroll especially would have been really good for us. But, oi! Cincinnati, they beat ranked BYU and they got 1,200 points. Wow. I mean, there's not much I can do against that, huh? So even though I did great pitch, they offered money. Like even if I offer, let's say, an additional 300,000, that gets me 947. I don't hate that, but me offering $1 million to two linebackers is a bit feels a bit questionable to me. I think Peter Bradley, I mean, he's going to play as a true freshman. That's why I'm willing to offer this money. It's because he'll play as a true freshman. De La Rosa's going to need a little bit. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with where we're at. Yeah, and it looks like I'm going to get all these players that I'm already ahead on. I'm going to cycle back to the running backs really quick. Okay. A hidden gem running back, Emilio Guri. Pronunciation pending. I mean, his speed is horrendous, but I don't hate where his ball carrier vision and his ball security is at. Just need to work on his speed. You know what? Screw it. Get in the building, my friend. Why not? Why not? What am I doing a check? All right, cool. All right, so we beat Akron, which means we are 4 for 4 on our donor goals, which gets us, I believe I did the math earlier, and it's essentially $11 million. That'll help. Player promises, I'm going to hit every single one, which is awesome. I am going to play, I'm going to move Sizemore up, give him some reps to see what he can do here. I mean, it's not really going to move the needle all that much, but wouldn't hurt. All right, Buffalo. So they're 6-5. They've won 4 out of their last 5, it must be said. Looks like offensively they're not great. They're 40th in terms of passing. They just run a lot of plays, run a lot of drives. Their QB, Cameron Cleveland, who was a backup at Purdue, and now he's starting in a MAC school. He can run. He can indeed run. That's going to be something to look forward to. Did I want to make any other changes to the depth chart while I'm thinking about it? Not really. I'm glad that like Forbes and Casey aren't complaining about playing time. If they did, I'd be in actual trouble. Poor Cooper O'Neill. That's where that's at. Me redshirting Skylar Kyle in his senior JUCO year. What a choice. I'm a genius sometimes. All right, so practice focus, we're going to work on probably passing the ball and then stopping their passing game. I think especially with the amount of injuries we have on defense, we need it. Good news is the conference championship week is in 2 weeks. So both my safeties will be healthy by then. I won't have Casey or Carey back, which is a little annoying. Let's rock and roll against Buffalo and hopefully finish the season strong. We're favored by 5.5 points. That seems low. We have 6 recruits visiting. I mean, it looks like we're guaranteed to get almost all of them. Christian De La Rosa being the obvious exception. So far, we lost to Buffalo year 1, and that was the game that I was just so annoyed. I think if it has a... Yeah, it doesn't have it as an impact play, but there was a hilarious turnover there. Chase Richardson just crushed us, man. Anyway, let's rock. Buffalo clearly not prescribing to the tails never fails logic, and they elect to defer. Interesting. So we start with the ball, which doesn't happen often. Usually the AI receives. Buford going backwards there is not where I want. Reynolds gives me 10 when I need 11. I think going for it on 4th down here is an ambitious decision. I'm an ambitious man. Let's run it. No dice. Buford gets 0 yards. And Buffalo has the ball at midfield already. Not great. 3rd and 7. Can we hold them to a field goal? Yes, we can. All right. That could have been worse. I mean, don't get me wrong. It could have been better, but it could have been worse. We convert to 3rd and 9, which is huge. And Seth Vogel is still in at QB. I want to give him a second game to see what he's got. Incompletion. I mean, I'm going for it on 4th and 4. Like, there's no reason really not to. 0 for 2. My defensive coordinator probably wants to strangle my offensive coordinator right now. As we hold him to another field goal, 6-0 game. All right, Vogel's finding his groove. Buford with a nice run. We're in the red zone. We're at the 13. We're still at the 13. Slants. No dice. We kick a field goal. No one is going to make it into the end zone today. They convert on 3rd and 8. That seems bad. Hashtag analysis. Sawyer Gates with a big interception. Sack. Why? I need just to tell myself never run quarters because it never works, and I always get annoyed. They kick another field goal. That's so frustrating. Even in my mind, I was like, I should just click cover 2 man, but I didn't. Now here we are. I mean, good news is our defense deserves a commendation for how they're playing right now. Sims gets the yard. Good job, buddy. Oh, the play action doesn't work. We got sacked. That's a drive killer right there. Vogel gets sacked again. 52-yarder. Here's a question, Carlos. How many 50-plus yarders have you made in your career? 0. We have yet to attempt one. I don't think I'm going to start now, so I'm just going to punt and hope that he burns him at like the 4. All right, you got him at the 9. That's not terrible. Man, they had a 20-yard run. That's terrible. They punt. All right, I mean, I'm going up tempo. We got the ball in decent field position. I would like to get in the end zone, but in this game, it seems like a impossibility. Never mind, a couple straight incompletions. We punt it away. All right. Not a good first half. Vogel, 8 of 18, 94 yards. I am going to make the executive decision to put Hurst back in. Even though I said that this result doesn't matter, like, I'd like to win the football game, just objectively. And Vogel's just, it's not his day right now. That said, Hurst just went 0 for 2. So maybe it's no one's day, and Buffalo is secretly the greatest defensive team ever. And they find the end zone down by 13. Man, what a disappointing finale if we can't come back and win this. I'm keeping shoot clock on because our defense, I think, has been good enough where we can get them off the field quick when we need to. I just ran it on just 2nd and 9 outside like a boss, and it worked. Guys, thank you. Sims gets in. Extra point is good. All right, we cut their lead to 6. If our defense can get a stop here, I'm a happy man. And they do. Okay, and we have great field position, and Isaiah Garon, 48 yards on the slants. Touchdown, extra point is good. We take the lead. There we go. Gavin Graham with the clutch tackle for a loss, sprinting through. That helps. All right, now I'm just going to run the ball like a madman. Never mind, Sims went backwards. Belay that. Nice, good conversion. We're running. We're moving. 3rd and 9, not great. Hey, we converted. Hurst go up to 7. Hurst got sacked. There we go. Tanner Fleming touchdown. We are now up by 8 with 3 minutes 20 left. And Buffalo punts. Wow. I mean, okay. I mean, I get it. At that point, you're like, if we don't convert here, we definitely lose. But also, if we get, let's see, they have 3 timeouts with the 2-minute stoppage. Yeah, if we get 2 first downs, we win. There's number 1. There's number 2. Okay, we got him too quickly. That rule no longer holds true. 3rd and 5. I'm going to run it again. 4th and 2. I mean, if the field goal goes in, we win. And it does. All right, we win. You stinking cover 4 quarters. Leave me alone. There we go. All right, we come back and beat Buffalo. I mean, they did decent against our run game. We got 200 yards rushing, which doesn't look great, but they had a really good time running. I mean, yeah, that was close until the 4th quarter when we just killed them. I mean, touchdown to open the quarter. Then no one scores for 11 minutes. And then we get a touchdown and field goal. All right. Yeah, I mean, Hurst, 8 of 11, 119 yards, touchdown. Vogel wasn't doing good, 8 of 18, 94. I mean, they combined for what, 16 of 29 for 210 yards, touchdown. Yeah. Buford did good. Sims got his touchdown. Fleming got another touchdown, which is nice for the senior. Garone had a good game. We got 2 sacks this time around. Yeah, our defense is our saving grace. I think our offense has become very shaky these past few weeks. And it sounds silly to say, considering what James Madison did to our defense, but who knows? Hi, and we are invited to the MAC championship against, I assume, Toledo. Yep. Oh, Toledo lost. They're not ranked anymore. Who beat them? Oh, Central Michigan. Dang. Oh, wow. I assumed they would get back in the rankings after we beat them, but they didn't. Wow. Well, I'm sorry, Toledo. All right. That is good. And then both my safeties are now back. Here's a question. How's Brendan Graham been in coverage? 57%. How has Preston Vaughn been this year? 30. Yeah. Come on. All right, so Vaughn takes his 2nd spot back. That's good. We had 7 players commit. All of them coming to us. Mason Hodge is the only question mark one, but I think we got him by a decent amount anyway. Yeah, cool. Yeah, Oregon State offered him money, but no, that Mason Hodge is going to be really good. I think I'm going to end up moving him to corner, but I mean, he's a guy like his man coverage is already 79. Like that slaps. So yeah, we get a lot of these players. Darren McMillan is a recruit that you look at and you're like, why in the world did you recruit this guy? His coverage skills are okay enough, and I'm banking on his potential going up in his first 2 years. If it doesn't, I'm just going to cut him as a redshirt freshman, but that's beside the point. We get a handful of 3 stars, a couple 2 stars that all have B plus potential. Could be worse. Hugo Paez is going to help out our receiver room in a couple years when I lose my top guys. Alfredo Burgess is just another QB in the QB room. All good, all things considered. We are now down to 6 players that we are targeting, and I'm still behind on Peter Bradley. We are ahead on Christian De La Rosa, which is dope, but Bradley would be the one, like, where if we get him, I'm over the moon. I will offer you an additional 250,000 US. See what he says. Let's play scout this guy. Yeah, I mean, Emilio ain't bad. He ain't bad. Okay. Well, that's that. Let's advance the bye week and get on to the conference championship game. This is our first appearance in the MAC championship in the save. We did not get it when we went 8-4 our first year, 8-5 last year, but we do get it being 10-2. We're also helped out by like Bowling Green having a terrible year by their standards. Ohio wasn't that great, so that helps. How did Sizemore do this past game? 2 pass deflections? All right. I'll keep him at that spot. I lied. Drop him back now. Say what coverages again. 50. Yeah, I mean. All right, so we're going up against Toledo. Let me do this quick recruiting first. We get Drew Fox, who his ratings are terrible, it must be said, but he has 77 speed and he has A- potential. I think if that potential dips below an A-, I'm screwed. But, we'll see. We're getting... Man, Bowling Green really wants this dude because they're doing an ace pitch. And, like, I have to offer money every time to even get close. Like, it's terrible. What's annoying is De La Rosa doesn't have make commit soon yet. So if I have to take him to the transfer portal, I'm going to be upset. All right, so we just played Toledo a little bit ago, so not much has changed. We're going to work on our passing game and stopping their running attack, I think is my executive decision. Hurst is going to get the start. And, it's a pick'em game, neutral site. We just beat them a couple weeks ago, but we needed 2 overtimes to do it. This is the first time that Bowling Green has not been in the MAC championship game this season, as they have been in it every time. Let's rock and roll. All right. If we win this game, we win the MAC. I would also like to point out, just before anything happens, in my heart of hearts, we have won the MAC anyway, because we are the only undefeated team in the MAC up until this point, and we beat the other best team. So in my heart, we have taken the regular season title. It's just a question of can we take the championship game. All right, we will look to defer and blitz on the first play. And we open with a sack. Curtis Farley, thank you, sir. And Angelo Nielsen, the redshirt freshman, with the fumble recovery. Thank you, sir. Thank you. We're off to the races, folks. Only a madman would do posts at 13. You're right. It was a mad decision. We got sacked. That, kids, is why sometimes you adapt away from a plan. And Carlos misses the 34-yard field goal. Oh, boy. Well, at least their receiver drops passes too. Well, that went horrible. It was such a good start, and then we went backwards. But then Isaiah Sims rattles off a 44-yard rush. That'll do. They convert on 3rd and 9. That's annoying. Really? I put a safety over the middle, and they still beat us with the slants. That's frustrating. Good punt return by Isaiah Garone. And look at that. We're already done with the first quarter. This is a quick game, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to have people, beating traffic on the way home. Nothing crazy. The read option didn't work. The fade smash does. 1st and goal to 10, 2nd and goal to 5, 3rd and goal to 4. Oh, let's be real here, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. If you think I'm not going for it here, 4th and goal to 1, must be out of your natural mind. Send it, and we don't get it. Buford is stopped. That's twice now where if we miss the previous field goal, we get denied at the 1. Not great. I'm going to keep doing goal line, man. Now I'm not, but I am still going to blitz. All right, we get the ball back to the 50. That's so frustrating to be denied at the goal line. Where's the tush push when you need it? Bring that back into style. Hey, Hurst is sacked again. What do I want here? Cross? No dice. All right, Carlos makes that field goal, so we're up by 10 as they have an 80-yard play action over the top, and they score an immediate touchdown. Okay. This is now a serious operation here. Jaden Reynolds, 27 yards. That'll do. Hurst gets sacked again, and we'll just punt. Hurst got sacked 4 times in that first half. Man. All right. Once again, it is a close game. The fact that, we've missed a field goal and we're denied at the goal line is annoying. And then 3 straight incompletions, and we punt. Is this the Chip Kelly Eagles offense? Back again. There we go. Curtis Farley, clutch tackle for a loss. The draw works. We get 5 yards when we need 4. I am not going to do a zone play on 3rd and 9. Instead, I'll get sacked again. Duh. They're driving. They get stopped. What if the final score of this game is just 10-7? And it's like the lowest scoring game I've ever had? That is on the table. We punt again. 3rd and 1, send the house. They got 10 yards, really. 3rd and 3, I bet they pass. They did not pass. That time they do. All right, Toledo takes the lead. They get their touchdown. 4th and 1. I'm going for it. Whoo, Sims gets 9 yards. Something to get this offense going. Come on, guys. And Quentin Buford fumbles and Toledo recovers. And they score a 46-yard touchdown on the slants. Okay. Well, we are now down by 11. So disappointing. I mean, I'm going up tempo just because the clock is now no longer our friend. There we go. Field goal here doesn't really help us, but if I come away with no points whatsoever, we lose the game. So I'll kick the field goal. Good sack from Marlon Gold. 3rd and 7. We have to stop him right here. And we do. They punt. Okay. And then our run game dies tragically. We convert the 4th and 1, though. Here we go. There we go. Convert the 2nd and 3. We're at the 5. We're in. I'm going to run it again. We get the 2-point conversion. Where was that offense this entire game? I ask you. 3rd and 7, get another stop. Come on, boys. And they punt. We have a chance to walk this off. I'm keeping up tempo on, as is our want. Uh-oh. I really don't want to give him the ball back. We convert the 3rd and 9. Skylar Kyle, the senior, gets us 24 yards. Okay. 3rd and 5 inside cross. Oh, man. All right, I'll turn shoe clock on and I'll just punt. We get him at the 8. They are running it. But I'm still not going to commit with the blitz so that they don't burn us over the top. And once again, folks, we go to overtime. After having no overtime games this entire series, we have 2 against the same opponent. We win the toss, we're going to start on defense. See what we got. See what we can do. Blitz, send the house, get him. Didn't work. Did not work. 3rd and 7, I'm going to go man, but I'm going to move the safety down. There we go. 2 dropped passes. They make a field goal. Okay? Touchdown, we win the game. Touchdown, we win the game. The brief is clear. We're at the 11. Tanner Fleming is in at running back for reasons unknown to me. And we get it in. Isaiah Garone, touchdown. We are your MAC champions as Kent State beats Toledo 27-24. What a game that was. What a game. The summary is insane. Yeah, it was a coin flip with about 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Then Toledo, they're doing well, they're doing great. They had a 96% chance of winning the game when they went up by 11 with 9 minutes left. They were at 97 when they stop us on 3rd down, but we go for it. Bing, 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 bing. Wow. Hurst, 24-41, 287. I mean, Bo Jones killed us. 16-21, 274, 2 touchdowns. Killed us. But we stopped their run pretty good. I mean, they stopped Buford. They stopped him quite a bit. Sims, 16 carries, 123 yards. That'll do. Uriel had a great game. Isaiah got the walk-off touchdown, obviously. It's really good. That was a great game. That's a great game. That better be a certified classic also. Oh, we got an achievement. Conference champions win your conference championship. Since the Steam achievements didn't work in early access, obviously I would have gotten that multiple times at Clemson, but you know. That'll do. Our first conference championship. Thank you. Just obviously we're not in the top 12 teams in the country. I know. I am as surprised as you are. Our bowl game is the Pinstripe Bowl against the Tulane Green Wave. Is our opponent. 6-6 Auburn making a bowl. Disgraceful. 6-6 Georgia. Oh, the coach is getting fired. So let's see. Toledo gets South Carolina. A lot of 6-6 teams. Bowling Green gets Arkansas. Buffalo gets Georgia Tech. Central Michigan gets Temple. That's it for the MAC. All right. Oh, and Jaden Reynolds is hurt. Oh, that's bad. I mean, his catching is still really good. I'm just going to flip him. I'm just going to flip the 2. And then I have to do this all over again. Then I have to do this. All right, Casey and Carrier back. Cool. So, Skylar Casey then. Yeah, I'll just have him 8th. And then Frederick Carey, buddy. Do I want him or Gold? I think I just want him. Though Marlon Gold did have the clutch. The clutch sack. You know what? For his performance, I'm going to reward him with another start. It has been written. One guy committed, and it's Troy Golden. He's coming to us. The wide receiver room is getting better and better. Do I have too many young wide receivers now? It must be asked. Y'all, Christian is still establishing favorites. He's killing me. I'm investing so much money in Peter Bradley. I'm going to cry if he doesn't show up. All right, let's advance past the awards. See if we got anything. Skip to the full results. Coach of the Year in the MAC. We are Coach of the Year, taking Kent State to an 11-2 record. Well done, fellas. All-American second-team offense. Quentin Buford makes it as an All-American. 238 carries, 1,372 yards, 13 touchdowns, 1 fumble, 5 catches, 53 yards in the air. Nice. All-Conference, oh, it's a plethora. We got Buford, Leland single wide receiver, Carlos Guy at O-line, Carlos Kearns make it as a kicker, Garone makes it as a return specialist. First team defense, we got Sawyer Gates at D-line with his 5 sacks and 36 pressures. Braden Coley, 5 tackles for loss, 4 sacks, 7 pass deflections. Gavin Graham, who was injured for like half the season. 35 carries, 2 tackles for loss, got a pick. Carlos Kearns, the best punter, evidently. Second team offense, Jacob Hurst makes it. Congrats to him. Isaiah Sims, second running back, makes it. Jaden Reynolds at tight end. Clutch transfer, Brandon Peoples makes it. That's awesome. And then second team defense, Devin Turner and Landon Goodwin, who we had to convince to return for his senior year, gets it. 37 tackles, 1 tackle for loss of press. Good man. All right. Yeah, I don't think we had any all freshmen. Or it would have yelled at me and said it. Oh, we did. Nielsen made it. I didn't see the symbol earlier. So Angelo Nielsen, who was the redshirt freshman transfer from Ohio State, we move him to corner, and he puts together a second team all freshman season. That'll do. Anyone commit? No one committed. And it looks like Emilio is still exploring his options. Fair rude of him. We are ahead of Bowling Green now for Peter Bradley. That's cool. I'm also paying him a small fortune. But that is what it is, I guess. That is kind of crazy. All right. Okay, so our last game today will be against the Tulane Green Wave. As they went 9-3 in the American this year, they have one ranked victory. They beat South Carolina in the last out-of-conference game. They had a really late bye. Holy, that's kind of crazy. All right, good season for them. So far in the save, they've had a couple good years. 10-3, 9-3 bowl win last year. All right, not too shabby. Ooh, they're really good in time of possession. That should be fun. They're 8th in sacks. Hurst is a dead man. All right, they got a top 30 offense in a lot of categories. Top 45, 50 defense. Okay. 85. Jackson Gates. Last year, he was the American QB of the Year, first team All-American. This year, I mean, he has a worse season in terms of, yards and touchdowns, but his QBR is 140, and he ran for 235 yards and a touchdown. Well, we have identified the problem. We're going to limit the downfield passing, work on our downfield passing today. against the green wave. All right. It is a pick'em game. We're playing in the Bronx. I imagine Kent State fans probably has an easier travel there from Ohio to New York as opposed to Tulane's New Orleans, or at least Louisiana. Seems like a longer flight. Feels like a longer flight. All right, I'm excited. Man, the loss to Old Dominion still annoys me so much because we turned the ball over. What was it, 5 times, and still lost by single digits and had a chance to win it. That still annoys me. Then again, I mean, even if we win that game, James Madison still knocks us out of the rankings, I think. But that's one of the games where I'll look back and I'm like, man. I think we beat Duke, or else we would have went 0-3 and out of conference again. The MAC really is terrible. Like for us to consistently go like 1-2 in out of conference games, like the MAC must be terrible. All right, well, it is a pick'em game. I think they're a more talented defense. We've never played each other. So far in the bowl, it has been a popular spot for the MAC as Bowling Green has been in here twice. They've yet to win. Thanks, guys. And we will call tails as it never fails. Except this time when it did in fact fail. They elect to defer. So we start with the ball. Okay. If we could start with a touchdown, that would be lovely. Quentin Buford, 15-yard rush. We're so back. We're winning the ball. We're winning the game by 20 points. He says, and then it's 3rd and 7. Woo! Jaden Reynolds, the injured tight end, with the catch. 3rd and 3, I'm going to run it. 4th and 2, I am going to pass. Incomplete pass to Reynolds on the stick route. Probably should have ran it there, but it is what it is. Jasper Bradshaw with a clutch tackle for a loss. And they punt it away. Oh, we're driving. We're moving. We have now stopped moving completely. Incompletion on 3rd and 4. We punt. All right, Tulane punts again. Game of the defenses so far. The jet sweep worked. Oh, poor Tulane. All right, scoreless through the first quarter. Credit to Tulane for that, but Quentin Buford gets us in the end zone. The extra point is good. We take the lead. Pretty good defensive game so far, but it looks like Tulane's going to get some modicum of points on the board. I bet they run it. They did. I clicked the zone and I'm like, I hope they pass. But in my mind, I'm like, I bet they're going to run it. And they did. Clutch conversion there on 3rd and 5. Thank you, gentlemen. The tight end in worked. Oh, a sack. Is that the first sack of the game? It is. All right. 3rd and 8. I kind of want to do posts again. No dice. Linebacker deflects it. We punt. All right. All righty. Blitz. Duh. All right. Tulane's using their timeout. And they punt. I'm going to turn on up tempo, and we're just going to try to get in that end zone if we can. It's 3rd and 7 again. Never mind. We punt. And Landon Goodwin, in his last game of his football career, gets the interception. Okay? Let's see if we can get points out of this. Reynolds gets us 13 yards. That gets us nowhere. The run, we go backwards, and incomplete. I'm debating if I want the first and only 50-plus yard field goal attempt to be in Carlos's like bowl game. Screw it, send it. No dice. All right. All right. Well, it's 7-all. It's been a very defensive game. Oh, as Tulane gets a 34-yard pass and then a 15-yard run, and now all of a sudden you look up in there at the 10. Come on, guys. All right, we hold them to a field goal. Let's try running the ball a bit. Didn't work. There we go. 20-yard completion to Uriel. Let's play. One yard. Fleming. One. All right, we kick a field goal to match. 10 apiece. The blitz did not work, kids. Yeah, they're killing us whenever we blitz. So let's blitz again. Yeah, they did it again. All right. Tulane gets touchdown. Hold on. Isaiah Garon returned the kickoff 9 yards to the 7-yard line. Isaiah, what are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? Read option didn't work. Play action failed, even worse. It's a big third down conversion. We could have stopped him out of field goal range there. But instead they get it, and it is now a 10-point game. I'm going to go up tempo because we had success with it in the first half to see if that carries over. Because at the moment, it's looking a bit shaky. There we go. The mesh works. Thank you, Larry Forbes. Guys, come on. Sims goes backwards. I'm kicking the. I think maybe I should have gone for the touchdown there, but that is what it is. Our defense has just died. Yep. Our defense has died, down by 14, and unless we score insanely quick, that'll do it. But I think we just ran out of gas there. That's frustrating. Nope. Turn the ball over on 4th down anyway. And that's that. We lose a bowl game once again to Tulane. Very disappointing performance. I think, I mean, where the game got away from us was simply this stretch here where we have to. We're first and goal at the 4, negative 1 yard, 1 yard, incomplete. We have to settle for a field goal. They drive down the field, score a touchdown. We punt immediately. They score a field goal. We, again, were stopped at the 2, have to settle for a field goal. They score a touchdown. That's essentially that. Like, that's 8 points they took off the board that if they have, it's a 6-point game. But disappointing. Hurst, terrible game. 18 to 36, 181 yards. I mean, that's his last game at Kent State, and disappointing. Buford did well, Sims did well, but at a certain point it got into a shootout and they just outshot us completely. I mean, Uriel was targeted 9 times, only had 4 catches. Reynolds targeted 7, only had 3. Singh was targeted 6 times, only had 1 catch. Our defense didn't hit the quarterback once. Carlos also missed a field goal. Yeah, just key things that didn't go our way as we lose a bowl game once again. We are now 1-3 in bowl games. I mean, listen, winning the MAC is great. Obviously, you take winning the MAC over winning a miscellaneous bowl game, but that's disappointing. It really is. I mean, we moved to 1-3 in bowl games. It is a shame. It is a shame. But hey, our legacy score is awesome. So that's cool. All right, Peter Bradley commits. Does he go to us or Bowling Green? He goes to us. We get him by 37 points. This man cost us $2.75 million. Linebacker Peter Bradley. I mean, he's coming into a linebacker room where I'm losing Jasper Bradshaw this year. I'm losing Terry, who unfortunately had a season-ending injury. Like, he's going to play a bit. I might redshirt him just to maximize his availability, but he'll play. I mean, he's already IQ's an 81, tackling's a 79. No issues there. Emilio is still exploring his options, which is annoying to me. All right, so let's just advance the week through the rest of the bowl games. Let me take a quick look at how the other MAC schools did. Toledo lost to South Carolina. Northern Illinois beat New Mexico. Ohio beat Fresno State. Buffalo beat Georgia Tech. Bowling Green beat Arkansas State. Central Michigan got killed by Temple. All right, overall, kind of a mixed bag. Here's how your playoffs have looked so far, by the way. It's very boring with boring teams. Bama, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, USC, Oregon, OSU. Kentucky's there, though. They're running around. Well, that's fun. Gustavo Reese has committed. Thank you, sir. I mean, he's going to help our D-line room. I'm not losing a whole lot of talent in D-line, but an extra JUCO guy whose numbers are already okay doesn't hurt. Let's see if we can get... Nope. Come on, De La Rosa. UC has not offered money in a while, which, fair enough. I'm not going to lose Christian on purpose, but the fact that I'm only down to 4.8 million in NIL is a bit scary, it must be said. All right. On to the year-end summary. We went 11-3, 9-0 in the MAC. Conference champions. Phenomenal. Our job status is extremely safe. Our fan base passion goes up to a C. We keep all of the promises. That gives us a 13-point integrity boost. I mean, a great year. I mean, my expectations were high going into this year. Granted, we did have 85th in terms of strength of schedule, and we had our issues. We only forced 9 turnovers. We were terrible against the run. But overall, pretty good year. Pretty good. I get 3 points to level up. I'm putting 2 into offense and 1 into recruiting. Ooh, I get a new skill back. QBs get +2 arm strength accuracy in games. All along, you get +2 run blocking, or players get +10 ball security. What were my... I only had 12 turnovers this year. Can I see how many fumbles? So Hurst fumbled twice. Once for Buford and Sims, and then I know Garon fumbled. Leland Singh also fumbled. I don't know if ball security is a huge issue. I'm going to get the all-O line get... Oh, wait, no, I already have that. Duh. Oh, I wish I could replace that. But maybe that's the reason why we don't fumble. I am going to pick up that all wide receivers get +2 speed on deep pass plays, which that seems like a minimal thing, but I run a lot of deep passing, and that helps a lot. Oscar Stahl goes up by 2. His is going right into recruiting. His skills are set. Ephraim Keller, and this was his first year with us as defensive coordinator. He gets 3 points. They're going under defense. I get a new skill badge from him. Ooh, having extra DC training in spring preseason's pretty good. All defensive players get +1 zone, +1 block shed. Front 7 miracle worker, honestly, yes. Especially with this year and the injuries I had. I think I'll take that over the cornerback, defensive back one. I think so. All right. No one wants to renegotiate. Simple as that. Anyone want to hire me? Ooh. We have some suitors. To be fair, and let's be frank about this, if there was a time to leave Kent State, like, I mean, that's the thing. I don't have a lot of seniors. Only 17% of my team are seniors. And granted, that 17% makes up 37% of the starters. But the future is pretty good at Kent State. Our quarterback situation is bad. Quentin Buford's going to be good at running back for a couple more years. Casey McGill redshirted. He's going to be great. Wide receiver, we're fine. Tight end, we're a little shaky, but that's tight end. I don't care. Offensive line, I think we're going to have a really good O-line next season. D-line, we're a little in trouble, I think, losing Gates and Small. But I think we'll be okay. Linebacker, I'm a little less confident. I mean, it sucks that Terry got a season-ending injury, but do I want to leave? I mean, we have Angelo Nielsen, we have Hugo Haywood, Harley Sizemore at corner. I got Gavin Graham's the safeties. Like, we got a pretty good looking team. But it is a journeyman save. Movement is expected. But I'm going to be honest, none of these options are really appealing to me. And granted, all the teams except for Fresno State and SMU suck. Like Miami went 1-11. How did that happen, people? How did you let that happen? Who's their QB? Oh my God, he's terrible. No, I don't think I want to leave. Fresno State honestly is tempting because there's opportunity there to potentially win the Mountain West like every year. That opportunity does exist, and it looks like they have a decent young quarterback in Drew Duncan. They got a young running back room. Second team all freshman wide receiver. They got a good receiving core here. Tight end is solid. Offensive line is good. They got some good freshmen. They have a kicker. He has no power whatsoever. And that's borne out by the fact that he's 6 of 11 in medium kicks. Defensive line, the wheels fall off a bit. They don't have guys with good potential. Okay, yep, I found the weakness. Oh, they got a good corner room, though. Safeties? They got a good safety. Yeah, the weakness is the front 7. Do I take the Fresno State job? I mean, what's keeping me at Kent State is a lot of the youth and the fact that at the moment, I truly think we're the best team in the MAC. And we proved it by winning, the MAC. But we have a big question at quarterback next season. I do have a lot of young guys like Angel Nielsen that I'd like to see how they do. But, it's been 4 years at Kent State. We've had great success. Is it time? Is it time to move on? And in this case, I think Fresno State would be the team I take. Let me look at there. Let me look at this for a second. I mean, they did pretty good against the Mountain West. They scheduled Northern Illinois out of conference, and they lost to Ohio. So this is a team that they're 0-2 in the MAC this season. But I mean, they're coming off a down year. I mean, if I can fix their front seven, which Jonah Fenrich's going to be there for one more year. Looks like Kendall Vance is solid. Landon Stafford's not honestly that good. Their quarterback room, I mean, I have my starting quarterback for at least 2 years. No one with good potential behind him. Like, I would cut. I mean, if I take the job, I'm cutting William Durant. I'm cutting Jalen Perez and just resetting. I think I'm going to take the Fresno State job. And my argument is, yeah, okay, I think here's my argument. Similarly, on my previous save, when I left Purdue to go to Clemson, my argument was at Purdue, the chance of me winning the Big Ten is slim. Part of that is because in this database, Purdue was in a division with Ohio State, Michigan, and IU. So that's tough. With Penn State, I think if I run it back next year, odds are I win the MAC again. Right? And then I'm just going from there. But I think while at Kent State here, I have some young guys like Quentin Buford. Casey McGill's going to play next year as a redshirt freshman. Got a really good linebacker core. Probably the best cornerback and safety room in the MAC. Angelo Nielsen's phenomenal. But I think if there was a year to jump ship and start off fresh, it is this year. And I think Fresno State is going to be that team. I think so. Contract wise, I am going to take the 4-year Coach Luck contract, or do I want? 6 years seems like a bit much, but it's 6 years, and I don't get fired for at least 2 of them. Honestly, give me that. I'll take that one. Double lock it. All right. Offensive coordinator. Oh, Oscar Stahl is being promoted to the head coach at Kent State. I never see that. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, no, I'm getting a new offensive coordinator. That's awesome. Cool. That is cool. All right. So I need somebody that runs the pistol. That list is short. I am aware. Let's see. Damian Ford, Chess Rodriguez, or Nathan Wiggins. Let's see. Damian Ford, really good offense at Louisiana Tech. Holy moly. San Diego State. I like him. All right, yeah. I mean, I'm letting Oscar Stahl take the reins at Kent State. That's an insanely fun story, I think. Let me look at Chase Rodriguez really quick at FAU. Eh, mean, they're pretty good at running the ball. Hmm. Nathan Wiggins has only been in the system for 1 year. Though Louisiana Tech, you know what? They did well. Because I'm run first. You know what? Yeah. Let's come on down, Nathan Wiggins, as a new offensive coordinator. 3-year contract. We have to pay $825. Oh boy. Hold on. Do I have to pay these guys? I won't have to pay Chase Rodriguez. That actually might make a difference. Because 800,000 is a lot of money. I'll take Chase Rodriguez then, and in that case, I'll do a 3-year contract with a 2-year double opt. Defensive coordinator, I would like to keep Efrain Keller with me. If I could. That I'll just do a 2-year deal then. All right, so you are looking, ladies and gentlemen, at the new head coach of the Fresno State Bulldogs. We have moved from Kent State to Fresno State. Let's look at the MAC. So we have left. We've taken a Frank Keller with us. Oscar Stahl is promoted from offensive coordinator at Kent State, where he was my entire run there. He has been promoted to head coach. Nice. Good for them. All right. All right. Okay. Players leaving. I have no real. Oh, no. Jonah Frederick wants to leave for the draft. Well, there goes our best defensive player. That's a shame. Okay. I have no real attachment to any of these players. However, it's kind of crazy that only 6 seniors on this team. That's a really low number. 3 of whom looks like we're kind of depth guys. I mean, our defense gets really worse. We lose our best defensive lineman, our 2 best safeties, and our best corner. That part hurts. But, I mean, right now, 56% of our program is fresh. We have a young team. I think that is exciting. That is exciting. All right. So, yeah, I mean, this is my D-line room right now. It's really bad. We're going to need to fix that. This is my linebacker room. Not as bad. These guys are going to need to, really hit on their development. Cornerback room, I think, is still okay. Still okay. And then safety room. Safety room looks fine. I can't see incoming commits. Oh, no, they just didn't. 70 with D potential? D? Ooh, I like Giovanni. He's a JUCO. Oh, I'm cutting so many QBs. All right, so we have that. Running back. Moises Law looks pretty solid. Wide receiver. Edward Boyle. He looks good. Tight end. Marion Winston, who's bad at the game of football. Offensive lineman, please. Oh, boy. Okay. New kicker? Nope. Makes sense. All right, a couple high potential D linemen. Ooh, 77 block shed already. Hello. Linebackers, less great. Though Dylan Pugh has pretty good stats already, especially in coverage. Corner, no one knew. That's a bit annoying, especially considering I just lost my 2 best corners and these guys are both going to leave after next season. Then no one at safety. That I'm more fine with. No new corners is a bit annoying. I mean, yep, overall, looking pretty good. I could have just clicked that button. Never mind, I couldn't have. Oh, that's uncommitted. All right, cool. Well, let's advance. The slow spiral. Yeah, these couple advances always takes a good minute. And we're back. All right, so right now we are at full scholarship amount. Cool. Sweet. Oh boy. Okay. Really quick, this shouldn't take long. Quarterbacks, I'm cutting like all of you. I'm being honest. Let's see here. So Drew Duncan's going to be my starter for 2 years, which means Brandon Wynn is gone. Means, I mean, Jaden Miles isn't terrible, but like no. William Durant has a cannon, but he also has F. We have so many quarterbacks, man. I will cut Durant also. Running backs. It's a grim list. I think I'll cut Riley Clayton and McCain. I'm gonna take some integrity hits just because I'm cutting so many players. Wide receiver, Mr. Gaston. Although I mean, nah, he's not great. I'm gonna take so much integrity hit. Tight end. Well, isn't this a terrifying list? Um, Carter Graves, get out. All right, O lineman. I had a couple guys that I need to convince to stay here. So, redshirt sophomores, they want more playing time. Oh, good. I only have 1.7 in NIL remaining. I'm not going to be able to get like any transfers. 60% of snaps is not doable. Um, they're both high strength guys, but they're not great in pass block. I think it's a question of do I want to pay one of them? Honestly, like I'm just looking at this. I think I'm gonna let them both go. I'm gonna take a little bit of a hit. Honestly, actually, I might need one. But the problem is, if I give them money, they stay, and they're going to be like again my eighth or ninth O lineman. They're not going to get the snaps they want. They're going to complain again. So no, they're both gone. Kicker. I'm gonna cut the walk on. All right, one more cut, and I believe I take an integrity hit. So let's all just keep that in mind now. Can I even afford to cut any of these D linemen? Do I cut Derek Campbell? I don't think I do. Honestly, I don't think I can afford to cut him, especially with how my lack of transfer money is. I think Johnny Anders I'll cut. Oh, I'm not taking an integrity hit. Interesting. Linebacker. Hello, everyone. This is terrifying. I mean, these guys redshirted, but maybe Elijah Carroll. That's about it. Corner. Do I cut the walk on? Yeah, I don't know. He's not terrible. Safety, no. So right now I'm at 76 out of 85. Do I cut the walk on? Nah. So that gives me 9 scholarship spots. I'm letting. Oh, what safety? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, no. You need to play. Done. Snaps in. I mean, yeah. Like, these are my top 3 safeties. The order will fix itself. Shane Murphy redshirted. Maybe I move Dakota Lanier to corner. But, I mean, yeah, that's fine. Okay. So 2 players are transferring, both of them depth O linemen that, although they have decent potential, they're not going to play next year. And I'm going to run into the exact same boat where even if I pay them, the 400,000 they're looking for, they're just going to complain again, and I'm going to be in the same boat. So, all right, we have 9, or excuse me, 8. We have 8 spots available. I think good news is QB we're set, running back we're set, wide receiver we're set, tight end we're okay. We have a number 1 tight end and a decent blocking backup. I'm good. Offensive line, I would like to target maybe a younger guy, but overall my O-line is solid. Kicker, I'm okay. Defensive front 7 is where all the transfers need to come from. Our D-line guys, looks like they've had decent production, but we need a couple guys up top where these guys aren't playing 50% of snaps. The depth behind them at D-line is honestly okay. Jaden Warren could potentially get a big development hit. Same with Calvin Weaver. So that would help a lot. I'm almost tempted to cut some of these low 70 guys, but we might need them, so I won't. And then linebacker, copy and paste everything I just said in D-line for linebacker, except the depth is even worse, which is a bit disconcerting. Corner, we're good. I'm going to play 5 corners, and then Gail McGowan and Henry Frazier can be depth. I might even move a safety over because safety I'm so good. So I would say the big needs are just simply D-line, linebacker, and then O-line, like a young guy with high potential. That's where we're at, really. Not a lot of needs, but 8 spots to make up. Let me just do a quick run through. Is there anyone I don't want to cut? I mean, I'm debating on Johnny Anders, but his potential has gone down. His block shooting hasn't moved since he was in a recruit. His tackling's only been up by 4. His pursuit's been up by 5. I think I'm okay letting him go. All right, those are my cuts. We have only 1.7 million in NIL. Wait a minute. It says 4 million outstanding to recruits, but I thought it didn't have any. I wonder if that means that the AI offered money to players and then took them off the target list. I'll have to check that. I'll take a gander once we get through this. I wonder if any players left Kent State for the draft. I think the only possible one was Quentin Buford, and that was only if he would have been in the high rounds. If I remember correctly, his projection was like 5th or 6th round, and so he wasn't going to go. But I will have to check. One player from Fresno State was selected, and it was Jonathan Frederick. Congrats to him. Kent State. Wow, Buford went. He got drafted in the third round. Oh, that running back room is so much worse now. Oh no. Oh, that's bad. Hurst also drafted in the fifth round. Congrats to him. But wow, Buford went. Wow. Oh, their running back room is dead. It's Casey McGill. It's Casey McGill who didn't play it down last year and a bunch of whatever. Transfer portal. Here you go. Let me see. Anyone from my former team get kicked out? Yeah, a bunch of depth. Yeah, bunch of O linemen that didn't really play and weren't great. That's about it. All right, nothing too crazy. Jared Suarez leaving is a little bit surprising. He had a decent development boost, if I remember correctly. I do not. I could not have been more wrong in that statement. Who am I thinking of? Which corner? I don't know. Anyway, Hall of Fame inductees, Ring of Honor, etc., etc., etc. Okay. For those who've seen this channel before, you'll know that I prefer to do this first transfer portal period off stream because there's a lot of just changing filters and moving things, and no one wants to see that. And you don't know where you are in the battle until you commit someone. However, oh, they're not on my target list. Okay, so I guess then when I took over, it clears the AI target list. Oh boy, and they've offered everyone money. Oh boy. Okay, let me go through this really quick and just revoke. I'm gonna take integrity hit. I don't care. I need to. Eric Knox, is he worth the chase and $600,000? Honestly, not really. Like we're getting Brandon. Yeah, no. Revoke offer and NIL. Brandon Reyes, I'll go for. We're ahead. He looks decent. Brian Short, running back. Yeah, I'll stay on him. He looks okay. Jackson Vaughn, I'm good at safety. Revoke offer and NIL. Take the integrity hit. Landon Davidson, tight end. No. Take the integrity hit. Troto Tran. No. Take the integrity hit. Rocco Walton, yes. His strength and run block could become something. Terrence Dougherty, no. No. 700,000? No. Tyson Bolden, yes. You have good potential. You're worth it. Martin Lai, I don't need another kicker. No. Preston Norton, wide receiver, yes. Holden West, corner. He's not fully scouted, which is weird, but we're not going to get him anyway, and it's only 700,000. I'll keep the integrity hit. So let me target these four, or excuse me, these five. It must also be said that I went into this saying the biggest need is front seven, and that's 5 of 8 scholarship slots not in the front seven. So it's literally I'm getting these 5 players, and then I can only look at defensive line and linebacker. That is it. That is that. All right. So I did take a decent integrity hit there, down to a 68, because I revoked 6 offers. But I mean, I had to, and now I have 4 million to play with. So, and I'll just hold on to that integrity and accept the fact that I'm not getting Holden West. Okay, that is where we stand. We have 8 scholarship slots. We have 5 recruits. that we are currently targeting. We're ahead on 4 of them. We're playing catch up for Tyson Bolden, and we've thrown money at all of them. Including 300,000 at a not at all. Unbelievable. All right, the AI silliness aside. So yeah, I mean now, if I get all these guys, I have 4 scholarship spots, and they need to be defensive line and linebacker. So that's going to be the focus of my recruiting. But we did it. What a wacky and wild. I mean, we won the MAC as Kent State, and we immediately leave to Fresno State. Yeah, that's really exciting. I think it's also realistic. Something I like doing in Journeyman Saves is making it a realistic point for a coach to leave. And I think that definitely is. I'm excited to be at Fresno State. I've never managed in the Mountain West in this game before, so it'll be a new conference for me, which is cool. And I mean, the expectation next year, we'll see what the AD thinks, but I want to be in contention for the Mountain West and see how we do. But thank you all for watching, whether live or on the VOD, which can be found on Twitch or YouTube. It was a wild stream. Played some games, won some championships, and now we find ourselves in good old Fresno. Quite a decent change of scenery from Kent State, must be said. But thank you all for watching. I plan on having at least 1, maybe 2 streams later on this week, where we will get through the off season and get set up for our first year at Fresno State. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.